So if one element goes wrong in that just-in-time supply chain, as we saw, then all the dominoes fall.
To what degree can the different supply chain participants help the customers in picking this up faster? Because it seems to be one of the elements that keeps tripping the supply chain up.
So you raise a valid point. Destocking a supply chain takes an immense amount of planning. What's one of the consequences that we're living with today is that the wrong inventory is available to the demand parties. When you slow a supply chain down, when you interrupt the supply chain, and the flow of the supply chain, remember we moved to this wonderful just-in-time process, right? So, which is a blessing and a curse. It takes away a lot of the capital from holding inventory. But if one element goes wrong in that just-in-time supply chain, as we saw, then all the dominoes fall. So what happened here was you had a supply chain disruption, which meant that ports were closed and the product was already in the port. Product in the port is due to be in a retail outlet 6 weeks later, 8 weeks later. If that arrives 4 weeks late, it's now not going to get through to the retail points. So it stays in the supply chain. Why would I, as a customer, invest in uplifting, clearing, storing, and holding that inventory for another 9 months when I can look for an alternative source to flush it through? So the customer's on the sticky end of this. He really has to find a way to destock his supply chain without carrying the capital cost of that inventory on his books. So it's natural he'll defer, he'll delay until he can come up with a solution. I think it's consequence of just in time, and I think that we need to learn from this, both from a forecasting, also from a sourcing perspective, because the two key elements are the just in time and the offshore sourcing, which was far sourcing. I think what we'll see in the future, we'll see more strategic inventory being held closer to the demand points, and I think we'll see a migration from far sourcing to a combination of onshore, nearshore, and far shore.